everybody, and welcome back to your weekly quantum report here in the Love and Science channel. I am Sam SOLBRIGHT from awakendeeperwithin.com. Let's dive right in, shall we? We're continuing to navigate this very, very powerful passageway, by the way. We just went through the 9-9, and then we went through the full moon. We are getting ready for the second portal day, which is 9/18, that leads up to the equinox. And then the last one is 9/27. And every day technically is a portal day. Every day brings so much. Every day we are being activated more and more and more. Every day we are being shown new things. We're being awakened in many, many different ways. We are being activated. We're being triggered. We are being shown so very much. And this won't stop. It will continue to occur. Energies will continue to show us more. And this is just a really normal part of the ascension process, as it is all about coming back into consciousness. For this particular video, and mind you, you guys know I go all over the place. There's so many things that come through for me to share. But one of the really important things that I'm guided to bring up and to share, that we'll talk a little bit in this video, is control, resistance. There is going to be many, 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 many things coming up in our reality that makes the perception, the 3D perception, 3D, 4D perception, is stuck in external, the external, quote unquote, of what's happening out there, or what is perceived to be outside of you is creating. We have to continuously open up to, you are creating this. You are the creator of every aspect of your reality. No exceptions. Why? Because you are creator source. You are creator consciousness. Whether you are aware of it, whether you are conscious of it, whether you believe any of it, doesn't matter. You get to choose whether you want to start opening up to it. You get to choose whether you want to continuously believe in an old perception that creates more and more and more heaviness inside of you, which simultaneously creates a much more distorted reality. So this is going to be each person's journey, each person's choice. What are you choosing? Are you choosing to open up? Are you choosing to let go? Are you choosing to surrender? Are you choosing to feel deeper into everything that is transpiring in your reality right now? Start noticing where you're not. Yeah, there's resistance here. I want to control this. I want things to go my way, which is the ego way, by the way. Open yourself up to, what is the fear that comes up for you if you were to let go? If you were to completely open up? What are the perceptions? Open yourself up to everything. What is a misperception? What's the perception period? This could happen, this could happen, this could potentially happen. Just open up to absolutely everything. Because as you continuously see more of what's going on inside, you're going to be able to start freeing yourself. As soon as you allow yourself to see, to recognize, and to own what's going on, you start to give yourself back your own keys to your own freedom. You start to open up for things to shift and to change. There are many, many, many aspects here at play, guys. You may have one physical body, but you are so much more. There's so many different aspects going on inside. Someone had replied to a tweet the other day about how they are going through a phase where there's many different, there's aspects of themselves that they didn't recognize. They were quite confused about. Emotions were coming up to the surface. Unusual thoughts were coming up to the surface. They were reacting they were reacting or responding to different things in a way that it was not, quote unquote, very normal. It wasn't, quote unquote, like them, like what's going on. This will continue to happen, guys, because the amount of suppression that we emotionally we have been carried inside of the body is infinite. There is so much to this. Every emotional suppression ties to an aspect. You have many, many aspects within yourself that did not feel fully supported, fully loved, fully cared for. And whenever that happened, in another moment of this now, technically it's happening right now as well, either this incarnation or other ones, that have to come up to the surface for you to feel. They have to come up to the surface for you to own them, honor them. That is the only way you are going to start to really set yourself free. The beauty is that as you continue to go through this, start to really own everything and feel everything, you're going to be able to trust. You're going to be much more open to going with the flow. When we talk about navigating, we're talking about being very fluid, very, very liquid. We're literally liquid light. We're turning back into liquid light. We're returning back to our true essence, which is non-attachment. We don't have any cords anymore. We don't have anything tying us back down. It is complete freedom. Now, it is a process because there's so much inside of us that is still cooling us back down, anchoring us back down into 3D, 4D. This is about recognizing when you're falling, when you're going back down into unconsciousness, when you're going back into protection mechanism, when you're going back into survival mode, when you're going back into feeling scared, feeling threatened, feeling insecure. We have to continuously open up to this because we have to be willing to see. Become super observant of what's going on in our reality that provokes, that triggers, that activates an emotional aspect that is still being carried inside of you that needs to come out. When we talk about ego aspect, the ego aspect is the one that lives in so much fear and separation that it believes it needs to control things. This is why the ascension journey is very challenging to the ego, because you have to continually surrender. And the ego has a lot of trouble with that at the beginning. It does not anything that it doesn't perceive, that it has no like full awareness of or doesn't understand, it's scared by that. It fears it. The ascension journey is not going to make any sense. The things that you're going to be shown and like you're going to be guided to do, they're not going to make any logical linear sense. People are not going to understand. You're not going to understand it. The things happening in your body make absolutely no logical sense. You can't technically, right now as we speak, like you can't technically see what's going on inside of your body. And so it's very challenging for the ego to continually surrender that which it cannot see, it cannot comprehend. And so allowing yourself to really start to recognize this and just really start to remind yourself of it so that you are not stuck in it. So you're not stuck in your linear head. So you're not stuck in your ego aspect that is trying so hard to make things work or to see or to know. Is and as you continue to see into absolutely everything. Guys, it's gonna be the most challenging, the hardest thing that you do, the most painful thing at times because some of the emotions are super, 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 super deep and heavy. But it's going to be the most important thing that you allow yourself to do. There is literally no other way around it. The more you continue to open, the more you continue to expand and just let everything go, the more you continue to support your body so that it opens, relaxes, let's go, surrenders, the more you are going to be able to support yourself in this journey. The easier, the more enjoyable this journey will be and will get. It's going to be all up to you. How invested you are, how focused you are, how committed you are. It's going to be each and every person's choice. The beauty is that as each and every single one of us continue to do this, continue to open up, continue to surrender more and more and more and more, more people are going to start to feel this. More people are going to start to receive these transmissions, these codes, and they're going to start to do the same in their own way, right? Like we're just literally transmitting light codes, by the way. We're always doing this. The more light you hold, the more light codes you get to transmit. The more people are going to receive them. And they're going to be activated in ways, in their own personal way, whenever they're ready. All we have to continuously do is focus on our journey. All we have to literally do is like stop getting in the way, stop getting in our own way, stop controlling, stop suppressing, stop believing in the old ways, the old structures, the old systems. They're literally collapsing before our eyes, literally, and it's happening inside of us. That is the only way. That is the only way to collapse the 3D, 4D system. By doing it ourselves, by doing it deeper and deeper within ourselves. The more you focus on your journey, the more you open up to your life, the more you surrender to this process, the faster things will happen. The beauty is that we're seeing it. We are seeing just so many people opening up, creating a ripple effect that is affecting the physical, our personal physical reality and the collective physical reality. It's happening, guys. We're seeing it more and more and more and more and more. Again, the key is to continuously focus on you, your journey, your light body upgrades, your emotional clearing. This is a huge thing, by the way, because our emotions hold so much. Our emotions create so much of our reality. Our emotional suppression created the third and fourth dimensional level of consciousness. So there will always be so much to feel, by the way. Continue to honor that. Continue to open up. Continue to let go of the old labels, the old judgments. Feel everything fully, no matter what, appropriately in your own space, by the way. This isn't just going rampant and just screaming at everybody, because technically you would be doing this to yourself. You want to be able to create a sacred space inside of you. You want to be able to create a space physically as well, so that you can always go to this space when you need to fully feel an emotion. Sometimes you're going to need to go to both locations, the etheric and the physical, depending on what the reality calls for. You may just sit in the etheric and work through this emotionally until you get to a physical location where you are fully surrounded by love and support. A lot of the times it's just not going to be anyone else's. You're not going to be, you're going to need to be all on your own for this, by the way, because it is a very sacred experience. And as I will say, it's going to be very deep and it's going to be very heavy. And you're going to have to continuously create that space for yourself, to be all by yourself and just go deeper in within yourself. Honor your space. Honor that space where all you're going to do is just open up and feel deeper and deeper and deeper levels. The beauty is as you continue to surrender to this, something that you may perceive to take a long time, it's actually going to be the time in which you may need to honor to feel everything may just collapse. And it literally may just be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever the case may be. Let go of linear time. Let go of any of the old perceptions. There was something else that came through on Twitter the other day of someone had mentioned, well, there were a couple of things people were just mentioning how they've been going through the deep end. Someone actually did say I was kind of brought to my knees. You will, by the way, be brought to your knees over and over and over and over, because you need to get to a space where you are completely done with playing in the old, with holding on to the old, with believing the old, with accepting the old. You will continually get to the space, guys, by the way. And it is a necessary part of this process. Technically speaking, you really can't feel lukewarm. You have to feel absolutely everything. And you are going to go to the extremes, by the way. You're going to feel extreme grief, extreme anger, extreme sadness, extreme frustration. You're going to go to the extreme. you're not going to stay there. The more you open up and surrender to when you do have to feel all of that. We were in the opposite. Now we have to go to the opposite end of the spectrum, which is kind of the pendulum swing, to allow your body to reach your balance. So know that that is a really just normal part of this process. Emotionally, mentally, and physically. In every way. The more you continue to open up to this, the more you continue to surrender, the more you stop labeling, the more you stop controlling, the faster, the easier, the more enjoyable this will be, and the more you'll start to remember what's actually happening. You may not know right away, and a lot of times you're not going to know. The more you open up this, the more light you anchor inside, the more you're going to be shown, the more you're going to see, the more you're going to remember. But just know that this is a process. Many things won't happen overnight, even though things do happen overnight, but a lot of the times they happen at a level that we can't fully perceive. So things have to realign within your physical body for you to start seeing things in the physical and start to consciously remember things. We're going to be continuously shown a lot, guys. More than we thought, more than we could perceive, more than we may want to see. But know that you are ready. We are ready. We are calling forth so much change right now. We are calling forth so much awareness. We are bringing so much light down in the physical. We are anchoring so much light. We are becoming light. We are becoming everything. We are literally in this process right now. And so the more you continuously focus, just go all in on yourself. Go all in on your emotions. Go all in on your soul, on your ascension path. You're going to be shown more. And this is technically a never-ending journey. So there is an infinite amount of information available. There are infinite purposes for everything. There are infinite angles in which we get to perceive things from. It's just a never-ending journey of just continuously opening up, and seeing things in new ways, seeing things in a different way, seeing things in every way. You want to be able to just see everything for what it is. It just is. There's no need to play in duality of positive and negative anymore because it doesn't really exist. Everything is just energy. Allow yourself to just see everything as it is, feel everything as it's coming out, and bring yourself into this space of surrender. Keep surrendering. Notice when you're back in your head, linear head, because you're automatically back into control. You're automatically back into your ego mind, ego's aspect. You're automatically back into the fear and the lie, which automatically shifts you back into trying to control things. We all did this, by the way. Every single person thought that they needed to control things. Thought that they weren't good enough, or the reality wasn't good enough, and so they needed to change things from fear and from lack. So this is very normal for every single one of us. Just continuing to open up to where we're still resisting, where we're still controlling, where we're still not fully trusting. I have to do this all the time too, guys, because you better believe the reality is just shifting constantly. So fast, just boom, 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 boom. And yesterday I was talking about it in the activation, which you can find on my YouTube now. We are literally being pushed more and more and more to so that we don't have any way to hold on, so that we don't have the space or the time to want to go back to the old. We are not giving ourselves that leeway. We're not giving ourselves those old crutches anymore. We're not giving ourselves the opportunity to just lay back and just go back into a comfort zone and just wait until things are, quote unquote, linearly perfect. Everything's being pushed out. Everything's being shifted. Everything's being moved more and more and more, faster and faster and faster and faster, so that we don't have the opportunity to hold on anymore, hold on to the old, hold on to the heaviness, hold on to the emotions. No, everything's coming out right now. Everything has to come out. Everything has to be felt. Everything has to be owned. And it's just happening, boom, 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 so fast, guys. This is it. This will only increase, guys. This is not going to slow down. We need to continuously open up to this because we are ready for more and more and more and more personal shifts in our reality. I want to continuously get you to focus, and this is you. This is your journey. This is your personal journey. We have to open up and expand first. And then that out there will follow. Then that, quote unquote, external reality will follow. It is not backwards. We have perceived that it was backwards. We are reverting everything now. We are focusing on what fully matters so that our physical, materialized reality reflects back that which we are. So, continue to open up. Continue to recognize yourself. Continue to recognize when you're falling back into linearity, fear, lack, control. And give yourself permission to be with it. Give yourself permission to just sit and go deeper into your body so that your whole body can feel it. Your whole body needs to be able to feel everything, guys. This isn't just head. This isn't just talking. This isn't just crying. Like, you want your whole entire body to let out that emotion however it needs to. You want this to be a whole body experience because it needs to. The whole body is shifting. The whole body is upgrading. Our whole body is going through an evolution process like never before and unfelt in this particular body. We need to continuously support it. We need to continuously surrender to it. It knows what it's doing. The light body holds all the codes, everything that we need, and it knows exactly what to do. We just have to continue to get out of our own way, get out of the linear mind, get out of the ego, so that we can allow the body to do what it finds. So, again, continue to go with the flow. That will always be one of the biggest keys, the biggest themes, and especially because things are happening so fast and they're shifting so fast. You want to continuously feel where you're still going backwards, not backwards, where you're going back into unconsciousness, back into that fear. Feel the fear, open yourself up, and continuously surrender. Surrender, continuously open more and more and more. So, going to wrap it up here. You're more than welcome to find me at awakendeeperwithin.com. I have tons and tons of, just have a growing library of services and products, activations, group sessions to support you. You're more than welcome to join any of my live offerings that I have at the moment. But I have tons of recordings to support you as well. So feel into it. As always, you have tons and tons of support here that me and all of the other way showers are here to support you with. And keep opening up. keep opening up to you, keep opening up to your journey, keep opening up to your path, to all that you're being shown, because those are going to be huge, humongous keys that are supporting you in every way, and in every form, and in every moment. So sending you lots of love, and until next time.